products to contribute in the attainment of sustainable and inclusive growth in the countryside. So ito po yung adoption po ng modern tools, machineries that can enhance the operational and efficiency and output quality ng mga business firm. It also encourage SMEs to strengthen their innovation capabilities. So by promoting research and development activities, fostering culture of innovation within the organization. So yung business natin, matutulungan natin to keep abreast of the latest technology, trends, relevance related to their industry. Then, increasing productivity. So may mga efficiency measures tayo na ini-introduce sa kanila. Then, optimizing workflows and streamlining operations. Then, product quality. So, yung production natin ng high-quality products, in-ensure natin yon na ma-provide ng mga business firms, yung goods and services nila. Then, implementing high quality control measures, compliance with the standards, industry standards, then ensuring that the products meet or exceed customer demands. Then, the program continued to seek the improvement of existing products, services, and operations, increasing productivity and competitiveness, and more importantly, enable SMEs to develop new products and establish or sustain market niches. Next is, SetUp was launched in the year 2002. So it is a national strategy that aims to address the technological needs and requirements of SMEs through equipment upgrading. So we have here the priority sectors na kinikater po ng SetUp. Those are the food industry, food sector, manufacturing, furniture, gifts, decors, handicrafts, agriculture, aquaculture, forestry, metals and engineering, ICT, health and wellness, halal products and services, energy, environment, creative industry, and others. Then, nagkaroon po tayo from SetUp, nagkaroon tayo ng SetUp 2.0. So, SetUp 2.0 extends the original program by incorporating the industry-level intervention and promoting the development of SMEs to become a smarter enterprises. So, ano po ba yung smarter? So, ito yung socially responsive, market-oriented, able, resilient, technology-intensive, environment-friendly, resource-efficient enterprises. So, once na sinabi natin na maging socially responsive ang ating mga SMEs, nagiging dapat socially responsible sila considering yung impact ng business nila with the community and promoting ethical business practices. Then, market-oriented, dapat naka-align yung mga strategies nila with the market demand and trends, ensuring yung product services na ma-meet nila yung consumer needs. Then, they are able to develop capabilities that make them resilient and adaptable to changes in the business environment. So, for long-term viability. Then, resilient. So, we are advised MSMEs to develop strategies to withstand challenges. Then, technology intensive, yung integration ng advanced and modern technologies in their operation to enhance efficiency and competitiveness. Then, environment-friendly, so adopt eco-friendly approaches in their business operation. And the last is the resource-efficient enterprise. So, optimize resource utilization, then yung efficiency in the use of energy and materials and other resources ng kanilang firm. Then, so the program intends to strengthen the country's innovation system by enabling enterprises to address their technological requirements and limitation to improve productivity and efficiency through application of appropriate technologies to improve development develop products, services, and or operation. So this involves the strategic integration of technological solution to enhance overall efficiency. Then human resources, training, so enhance the skills and knowledge of their workforce. Technical assistance and productivity consultancy service, so mapoprovide natin sila ng effective implementation ng best practices and innovative approaches. Then yung assistance for compliance to regulatory and market standards, may ensure natin yung products and operations ng SMEs ay naka-align sa established standards and regulations. Then addressing shop floors, problem through short-term research. So, ma-improve natin yung process and outcomes nila na ma-address natin yung mga issues nila with regards dun sa operations nila. Then, financial assistance and technology acquisition and implementation. So, this support aims to alleviate financial barriers or constraints that the enterprise may face in adopting new technologies. Then, strategies and support to assist enterprises. So, meron tayong mga primary assistance. Meron dito yung technology acquisition, technology training, productivity consultancy, packaging and labeling, laboratory testing. So, other DOST interventions may also be provided to set up projects in terms of S&T, information and promotion services through S&T fairs, caravans, and roadshows. Then, each DOST regional offices through PSTO or the Provincial Science Technology Offices, CAs, STCs shall assist interested enterprises requesting for support, set up support through the following. So, TNA, the Technology Needs Assessment. So, kinakandak po ito to identify the strength and weaknesses of the firm. Also, kung ano yung appropriate technology na kailangan natin i-provide sa kanila. Then, access to and acquisition of appropriate technology. So, once na interested ang isang SMEs, tutulungan natin sila para magkaroon na access ng mga ng technologies from the RDIs or Research Development Institute, then yung mga ng academe natin, then other suppliers na pwedeng mag-provide ng kanilang equipment. Then sa iFund, ito na po yung ating technology assistance po. So acquisition of appropriate technology, capacity building and technical trainings, consultancy and technical advisory service, product development, calibration and testing, information system, and technology solution. So with capacity building and technical training po, meron po tayo dyan. Ang mga services po natin na may offer po ay meron po tayo ng GMP, Good Manufacturing Practices, Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point or HACCP, QMS, Quality Management System, and Environment Management System, EMS, Energy Management System, and ISO Compliance. Sa consultancy naman, ang mostly na ino-offer ni Setup po ay ang MPEX, the Manufacturing Productivity Extension Program, the Energy Audit, and Cleaner Production po. Then sa product development natin, ito na po yung sa FIC natin, sa Food Innovation Centers. Then information system, ito na po yung mga 1 lab, 1 store, and 1 experts po. So sa setup application na po tayo. So, sino-sino po ba yung mga eligible para makapag-apply ng ating setup? So dapat tayo po ay, ang business natin ay situated po sa Pilipinas. Tayo po ay Filipino citizen na willing po tayong mag-innovate or ma-improve yung existing nating production. Then, yung priority shall be given to enterprises as defined by Section 3 of Magna Carta for micro, small, and medium enterprises under Republic Act 6977 as amended by RA 8289 and further amended by 9501. So, ito lang po yung nagre-range po kung ano po yung capital ng micro. So, up to 3 million po. Then, small is 3 million to 1 peso up to 15 million for small. And then, for medium enterprises is 15 million and 1 peso to 100 million. Then, any government entity and local government unit, pwede rin po sila mag-apply ng setup. Dapat lang po naka-attach yung, may naka-attach silang business-like operating units and other project activities. So, such as common service facility, innovation, incubation centers. So, for entrepreneurs and graduate of entrepreneurship. So, yung applicants natin has no previous accountability to DOST regional offices and attached agencies. So, meron lang po tayong maximum na 2 times po tayo pwedeng mag-apply ng ating DOST setup. Then, yung succeeding availment naman po ay ini-endorse naman po namin sa DBP. And dito po sa Philippine Bankability Enhancement for setup technopreneurs or BEST program and other financing windows. Then, next po is yung application requirements natin. Ano po ba yung mga requirements para makapag-apply tayo ng setup? So, number 1 is yung ating letter of intent. So, dun sa letter of intent, ilagay lang po natin kung ano po ba yung need natin dun sa ating firm, ano ang kailangan natin i-enhance, or ano yung nakikita niyong equipment na kailangan natin. Then, pwede na rin po natin ilagay kung magkano po yung amount ng ating equipment. Then, next is the DOST TNA Form 1. Naka-attach na po yun. Then, the setup project proposal. Then, discuss ko na lang po siya dun sa process po. Then, yung copy ng business permits natin, ihanda na lang din po natin yun. Yung mga licenses issued by the LGU and other governments. So, DTI registration, SEC registration, then CDA po. So, kung ano po yung applicable sa ating firm. Then, articles of incorporation for cooperatives and association, corporation. Then, next po. For corporation, cooperative, SUCs, and LGUs, yung ating board resolution. Then, kung sino yung ino-authorize natin na makipag-transact with DOST, sila rin po yung pipirma ng MOA. Then, financial statement for the past 3 years for small and medium. Then, for micro is at least 1 year po ng kanilang FS. Then, kailangan po ay may naka-attach na notarized sworn statement from the proponent that all information provided are correct and true. Then, sworn affidavit that none of the incorporators or officials or applicants is related to the approving authority or the regional director up to the 3rd degree of consanguinity and affinity. And yung ating proponent ay wala pong bad debts. Okay po. Next po, please. Then, yung projected financial statement natin, usually ang hinihingi po namin is 5 years. Then, complete technical specification ng ating equipment, yung picture, yung design ng ating equipment. Then, kailangan din po natin mag-provide ng 3 quotations po. So, dun sa 3 quotations, kailangan nakalagay po dun yung terms ng payment, kung magkano yung dapat idadaw nila, ilang %, then yung warranty. Then, halimbawa po, ang proponent ay walang makuhang 3 quotation. So, halimbawa, isa lang yung kaya nilang i-provide kasi wala na doon sa area nila na other na magsusupply ng equipment. Pwede naman po yun. Magsisecure lang po sila ng affidavit na stating the unavailability of suppliers for the needed equipment in the area. Next po, please. Then, So, application processing na po tayo. So, yung letter of intent po natin kanina, ay isasubmit po natin yon, yung first step natin. Isasubmit natin sa regional office through PSTO po, sa mga provincial offices po na nasasakupan natin. Then, next po is yung assistance po ng experts natin. So, once na nakapag-submit na po tayo ng letter of intent, magkakandak na po kami ng TNA, Technology Needs Assessment. So si DOST po ay may mga expert po na partners from RDIs po. So sila po yung magkakandak po ng TNA para ma-identify nila kung ano po talaga yung equipment na kailangan po natin. Then, sunod po ay yung proponent shall submit a proposal using setup format. Proposal natin, yung TNA Form 4, and risk management plan. So may mga format naman po na ipoprovide si DOST, then fill-upan lang naman po natin yun halos. So usually naman po, ipoprovide nyo lang po yung kailangan namin na data, then aayusin naman po namin yun para sa inyo. Then next po natin is, proposal is then endorsed by the PSTO to the regional office na po yan. So ngayon po, si region, once na na-endorse na po sa amin yung proposal, nagkakaroon po tayo ng RTEC evaluation. Ini-evaluate po natin yung proposal na submitted ng provincial office para po malaman po natin. So, pag nag-evaluation po, may mga panel tayo, experts, para lang po malaman natin kung tama po ba talaga yung equipment na na-identify during TNA. So, may mga na-identify din naman ng mga minor na problems din po. So, nagiging comment po yun ng RTEC namin. So, dapat lang po, once na nakomenta na po yun, sasagutin naman po yun ng proponent natin. So, from RTEC, isi-send namin sa provincial office, then provincial office po ay isi-send din po sa proponent. So, during RTEC naman po, nakaupo yung chair at nandun din po yung ating mga proponent. So, nag-guide na din po sila. So, next po. So, yun na nga po, submit ng RTEC. Then, ang approval po ay based sa recommendation ni RTEC. So, once po na na-comply na ni proponent, lahat po ng mga questions, yung mga kailangan po ni RTEC panel, so i-endorse na po niya ito for approval. So, for approval po natin, so ang amount po ng regional level ay 3 million po. Beyond that po, in-endorse po namin yon sa central office or sa NPMO. Then, sila na po yung mag-evaluate nun kung for approval or disapproval. So once po na nakabalik na po sa amin, halimbawa galing po ng central office, once na nakabalik na sa amin, kung for approval ito, i-approve na namin, then yung last step po natin ay for funding na po siya. So yun lang naman po. So pag na-approve na po, funding na. Thank you po.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Eliza Loretizo from DOST Calabarzon. So ma'am, thank you very much po from coming all the way from DOST Calabarzon to present to us what setup is. So I hope that clears up the setup process. So napakaganda ng presentation niya because she was able to list down kung ano yung mga requirements. And surely marami na po tayo mga awarded MSMEs na nag-avail ng setup. And now to proceed with another funding opportunity, this time from DOST Technology Application and Promotion Institute to discuss to us ITEC, VFP, Technical Funding Opportunities. May I call on Mr.